Okay, hello everyone. Right now we're going to show you how to set up our inline camper from beginning to the end. The first we want to do, the first thing for safety, before we level the camper, and if we had to level the camper, of course, that'll be the first thing that we would do, we level it. The second, that will be the first thing that we do, we level it. The second thing that we have to do is to make sure that the tires are not going to move when we lift the front to remove it from the van. So we'll go ahead and make sure that we have these things underneath on both sides, or you can use wood if you want to. And we do the same thing on the other side. Once we accomplish that, only then can we go ahead and do the front. All right, we got to make sure safety. You have to move it.
Safety first.
Safety first. We got to move our little doggy here. Okay, Rosie, thank you for your help. All right, so now the next thing we're going to do, now that we make sure that we put the safety things underneath the tires, now we make sure it does not roll back when I lift this. So move this up. Now it's ready to go out. Yeah, but it's working. All right, we put the footing here. Now the footing is there. All right, go ahead, bring it down. Already removed the electrical. I'm also going to remove the chains that we use for safety. Once we do that, we move them out of the way. Alright, now we're high enough now so I can move the car. Remove all the parts, so now I move the van. Okay, once we do that, the next thing we're doing, we level both sides. Make sure it's level on that side. Now we're going to level the front. And to do that, we have to look for the level on this side. It has a level on this side, which I'll show you later. Go ahead. Yeah, so now it's level on both sides. Okay, looks good. Okay, yeah, go up. How's that?
Keep going. Go ahead. Okay. Stop it. Perfect.
Okay, now that it's level, I'll take the next step. All right, the Aliner has 4 stabilizers, one on each corner. So we're going to go ahead. Normally, to make it easy, I use the drill, but I left part of the drill somewhere. So instead of that, I'm going to have to do it the hard way. But the hard way is not that bad either. Okay, now that I have the stabilizers on all 4 sides taken care of, one thing I do want to mention that to protect the stabilizers at the bottom from rust, I put a piece of wood underneath, and that protects them from rust. Once we've done that, we have placed the stabilizers. Now is that we're ready to open the camper. So let's go ahead and get started here. I normally keep a lock on both sides for safety. Now we can go ahead and take off the lock and do the same thing on the other side. And you see how easily this thing goes up. Now we have this down, the steps. We can now open the door, lift this here, pull the door, the top of the door down, and we finish the job. Very, very easy to do. And there you go. That part is done. This is separate. We go ahead with this side, lock it, and we'll do the same on the other side. And folks, that's pretty much it. The house is ready. Just lock the two doors here. Lock this here. And there's one more thing I do want to mention. For safety, we have the wings here.
It's also known as the wind kit.
No, no, so.
Wind kit.
And you go ahead and put it here. That makes it safer for the camper in case of a strong wind. Not going to go anywhere. Very easy to put on. Unless you drop it. Ah, here it is. It's right in front of me. And now I go and do the same thing on the other side. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is security for the camper, so that when you come back from wherever you're at, you don't find this place empty and no camper. So we got to make sure that it's secure. So I have two of these. I already put one on the other side. I'll go ahead on the tire here in the back. Well, there's only two tires. Okay. And put it over here and lock it. Simple as that. Now that we've done those two tires, we want to secure the front.
Let me get that one.
So now I have these for the front for security. Put it here, put that there. And the next thing is that you have to make sure that this is also tied down. So what I do is I tie one here, put it in there, and then I make sure that this chain goes to the back. Now I'm going to lock this in the front. That's locked. Then I go ahead, put this here, and lock this here with another lock. The better the lock, the better. For the safety of the camper, security of the camper, I'll go ahead, lock that there. And the reason we lock the chain is because even if you have this here and you don't lock up the chain, someone can actually pull it. And that's pretty much makes it pretty safe. Okay, follow me. All right, this part here is the drain outlet. So I put this hose, short hose, here. And then we have a container here that we can put the hose into. The larger the container, the better. Although, better make sure you don't try to carry it when it's full. Extremely heavy. Once we have that, of course, we need the water. The water from here. And for safety, you want to have one of these. I doubled it, so I have a Y here. go ahead and tighten this here. And I like to do it here because it starts filtering the water all the way from here instead of the other side. Use this, so it doesn't matter. Okay, you ready? Okay, now put the hose here. Make sure it's all nice and tight so we don't get leakage, so it doesn't leak. And make sure that these are both locked. Okay, and for safety, we wait for one of us to be inside to make sure that we don't have too much pressure going in. They do have a pressure controller, which I plan to get eventually. And of course the other end goes over here. And I added this for easy access so I don't have to be unlocking it. That's nice and tight in there. I just go ahead and put it here. And the same thing, make sure it's nice and tight so we don't have any leaks. Now that we have the water, we go to do the electricity. So follow me here. Okay, for the electricity, I'm using a 30 amp surge indicator, surge protector. And now I'm gonna go ahead and put the 30 amps on and plug it here. And once we've done that, the lights go on. Lets me know that it's working. Now I can connect the 30 amp out to the camper. That should do it.